Hello. Hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Wait,
Let me
checking on you.
just do the usual checks. Okay, seems like it's working on YouTube. Yes. Okay. Hi, Carly. Hello, hello. Haven't joined the sprints in a while. Going to be reading Three Sisters by Heather Morris. Welcome to the sprints. I'm glad you were able to join us today. We haven't been super consistent with the sprints recently as well.
Life has been interesting.
Lifing. It has been lifing. Wait, let me share on Instagram. Three Sisters. Haven't heard of that.
Heather
Three
Morris. Then, um,
Sisters. Heather Morris. Historical fiction. Okay. Ah, Tattooist of Auschwitz. Okay. Yeah, that's why the name was super familiar. I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
read that
yeah.
either, but I have seen it a lot. I mean, it's pretty popular.
They're pretty much everywhere. So,
Yeah. I think you would always see it in bookstores. Let's see. We're live. Okay.
Instagram.
Telegram. Like, is that your dog?
Yep. Digging up treasure. Heather.
We're live.
Where is the link again?
Share. Okay. I know the feeling had to bring the doggo to vet since I'm having to get surgery. Oh no! 10 teeth removed. Why? What happened? What kind of like surgery was it that caused that?
And how is she gonna
10
be able to eat
teeth?
like just soft
Like
food?
we saw foods for now, yeah. Oh, poor doggo. I think the only time I've ever taken my dogs for surgery was to get them neutered. And
Uh,
it was super sad looking at it because they have to be anesthetized for it, right?
yeah,
So when
yeah,
they
yeah.
bring
And
back the
the
dog,
after,
they look so dead because their tongue is like
yeah, like,
lolling to the side, like "Ooh." The first time I had that, I'm like, "Ooh, what happened?" And you can also see that they're very confused, like when they start to wake
yeah,
up because they can't move yet, right? They can't move much, so they're super
and they
confused. Like,
can
oh,
scratch the itch.
yeah, poor doggies. Their
Ready for
teeth
this
were
one.
just so bad. Oh. Oh yeah, they're gonna have a hard time if it's their back teeth, yeah. I always have a hard time brushing my dog's teeth. Especially my dog. I had a Shih Tzu before, so the mouth is really small. So
Yep.
it's kind of hard to like force it open and then brush the teeth because it's super far back inside. I mean, now my dogs have long snouts, so it's kind of easier. You just lift like the lip to the side and then you can brush their teeth.
Hmm.
But I had a Shih Tzu, it was so difficult. It's really hard keeping her teeth okay. I think her teeth isn't that great either because it's just difficult to get to the back part.
Yeah, unless they have like munchies that could help with
Yeah.
the dental health.
My problem with
Basically.
those those like dental chews, a lot of them have grain and sometimes they're flavored. A lot of the common flavors here in the Philippines, at least, is chicken. My
Yeah,
dog
chicken.
was allergic to chicken and grain. I always
Ah,
had to get
good.
I always have to go to um dog stores that have more like variety or like
Options. Yeah, yeah.
specialized. The same dog stores that sell like organic this, organic that.
Mm.
Why are you so expensive? Yeah.
And
At least
people
now
have
my dogs now they're a lot
like
better with like don't have the same allergies. But I think that's like a Shih Tzu thing. Then Shih Tzu usually are like more prone to allergies and stuff.
surprisingly, all our Shih Tzus are
Yeah,
okay so far. Like they're not showing any
signs of
reactions or
yeah,
anything.
that's good. That's lucky. Let me share. I forgot to share on
So,
Discord.
what are you gonna read?
Yeah, let me share the screen. I am gonna be reading Unfettered Sky by Fonda Lee. I actually don't really have an idea what this is about.
Hmm.
I got my copy is actually a what do you call that? Like art from
Yeah,
NetGalley.
for an
And
ER.
yeah, an e-art from NetGalley that I got very long time ago because I was
Yep.
going through like a video for it and whatever. But I never really just I don't know, I just never got to
Yeah.
it. So now I'm reading it because it's kind of part of my TBR for Asian Readathon. I'm not really like super doing it because I don't know, May has just been a bad reading one for me, like
Yeah.
motivation wise. But since it's only like 150 pages, I think it would be like a good
It's
book
just
to start.
150?
Yeah, it's like a novella. It's 150, 160 pages.
I thought it's a full length
No, no,
novel.
no. Actually, I thought when I first saw the NetGalley copy, I thought it was like, oh, I didn't get the full book. I just got like a free sampler
A
excerpt,
preview. Yeah,
whatever, a
yeah, yeah.
preview. Yeah, because it was 150. But then I checked Storygraph and the other like reviews that I saw. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
a novella. Yeah,
Apparently, it's okay.
yeah. So I think that's a good place to start. 'Cause I don't have a lot of motivation for reading right now. How about you? What are you gonna be reading?
I will be reading The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz. Bartz. Okay, yeah, Julia Bartz. So it's a mystery thriller book. So it's like I'm guessing a book deal slash writing retreat gone wrong because like there's this well-known famous author, and that author is holding like a month-long retreat. So parang lottery siya of like people submitting their works, whatever. So this author will just choose five authors or aspiring writers to go on a retreat at her house, at her estate, whatever. And they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna stay there for like 1 month, and they are supposed to write an entire novel from scratch, but then people started
NaNoWriMo style.
as in like started dying. So
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
as in like
That's
the
actually very
aspiring
interesting. Yeah,
writers. Yeah.
I've seen it all over BookTube since I think
Mhm.
the last week of last month, and I don't know. I think I have it on my TBR, but I didn't know it was a thriller.
Yeah, it's a
Maybe
mystery
I'll read
thriller.
it now that it's a thriller. I'm more interested in reading it
Usually, it's like you'd see the what do they call this?
because
The
I think I
trend
have.
when it comes to the covers.
Yeah, I
So the
think
moment I saw the
this was
cover, I
not
was like, "Oh,
the.
it's gonna be
I
a
think this
mystery
was
thriller."
not the cover that I saw. Writing retreat cover. I think I saw a different cover. Is there a different cover? Yeah, I saw the one with the pink font. Well, I guess it's
Ah,
much more obvious because it has the blood apparently, but I guess I didn't see that part. I only saw the top part, so I wasn't sure if it was a thriller or not. My dog is the same shit. Oh, very sensitive stomach. Well, I hope your dog is okay now, even after having a teeth removed. I think we can. Do you want to start the sprints
Yes.
now? 30 minutes? So we can get a lot of reading done. This is the only time I'm gonna read this week. I want to read a lot, so I'm gonna start the timer. Let me check the audio first if it's okay with you. Can you hear the music?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna start the timer for 30 minutes. Happy reading, everyone.
Reading.
Hello. How was your reading?
Could have read more if our Wi-Fi didn't cut out. So I was fixing that for like a good 5 minutes. But I got to
Actually,
share
didn't notice. Yeah, but it's fixed now. It's okay now, at least. I don't know what page I am because it's not in pages, but I am 16% into it. I don't think. I mean, I think I'm reading pretty slow. I like Fondali's writing, similar to Jade City. She has a very I like this style of how she doesn't really explain things like in a long form. Like she would just tell
Mm,
you things, tell you new words, new concepts, but she's not gonna explain it right then and there. She's just gonna
yeah,
let
yeah.
you figure it out, right? That's her sort of
Application.
yeah, that's her writing style. So at first I was like, what the heck are these words? There are a lot of um what they call the creatures, what they call the people who handle the creatures. So there are a lot of those things. It was a little bit difficult, especially since I'm not really in a big fantasy mood right now. I'm just
Mm.
reading this because it's like short. So I like it's taking me some time to like really get into it. But so far it's been very interesting. I mean Fondly is just really good at like setting a scene, but you just have to work for it a little bit. How about you? How was the book that you read? How is wait, what chapter are you in? You're not starting
Chapter
it from
six.
the
So
beginning.
I
Chapter
started
six.
at chapter 3. So the
Ooh,
chapters
okay.
are pretty short.
They
It's
just made it to
it's
to
still
the
yeah, it's still like I it's just in time with like the timer ending. Setting up for like actually mystery thriller. So we're not in the estate yet. So
okay.
but found out that the main character gets picked because the main character is like an aspiring writer. So it's just a one POV writing kind of.
Okay.
So I
Where
don't
is it?
know though
Where is
if
the setting? Like
I
somewhere.
think
Like
I like to assume it's in America
okay.
kasi the narrator is partly Hungarian, so thank
Mm.
God not a British narrator. I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna continue with the audiobook.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's America, actually.
Okay. Good morning, Elena. Welcome
Hi,
back
Alina.
to Sprints. Got to
What?
page 37. Great. What are you reading, Elena, by the way? If you're reading with us, let us
It's a
know.
manga. What's in a name?
Oh, it's here. Okay. What's in a Name by False Love? Manga Volume 3. What's in a Name? Never heard of that. Well, I'm not very familiar. Ah, Nisekoi. I know Nisekoi. Nisekoi False Love. What's in a Name?
Nisekoi False Love?
It sounds familiar. Like Nisekoi sounds familiar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe I first published as a one shot. Maybe I read it as a one shot before. I don't know. It sounds super familiar.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think it's already an anime. I
Yeah,
like the
I think it is. Yeah. You are in volume 3. How are you liking it so far? Is it, what is it about? Harem, rom-com, okay.
so it's Nisekoi
Ah, but
False
you're
Love. And what's in a
reading
name is like the name of the
the
volume.
volume, yeah, okay.
But it's
You're,
Nisekoi False Love. Yeah.
so now you're reading Maximum, right? James Patterson, one of the authors that I always see, but I've never read
Girl!
them.
I loved Maximum Ride. I think my history with Maximum Ride was back in high school when I saw the graphic novel first. So I read the graphic novel first for Maximum Ride, then I liked it because it's giving X Men.
Is
It's
it
giving
a
X Men.
series? Is
Yeah,
that
it's
the
a
series
series.
name? Okay, okay. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
it's a
look for
series.
Maximum Ride a book, but it's giving me a series. Okay. It's like
So I was
X-Men.
like, okay. I like the graphic novels, so I was like, okay, let me start the
book itself.
novels. But I still haven't finished. I think I only got to like the first book or
So
the
it
second book.
was it a graphic novel first or a novel
No, I think
first?
it's mostly because I saw the graphic novel first, but it's
Ah, okay. There's a lot of it. There's like one, two, three,
yeah,
four,
there's a
eight,
lot. But I
nine,
remember liking it because it's
10.
really giving X Men. Like they have powers, they have like wings,
I
whatever.
like the covers of the manga.
It's
They
so
look
good. It's
interesting.
really good.
I didn't know that
I
there
think it's,
was
if I'm not mistaken, it's also on Libby.
probably. I mean, James Patterson is a pretty famous author, so I'm guessing that. It's like 10 books though in the series.
Yeah, but it's gonna be
And it's
cool.
pretty long, like 400 plus per book. Elena made it to 80 pages in chapter 26. Wait, just in the sprint? That's really fast. But I'm kind of curious about the manga. Maybe I'll check out the manga.
Yeah, even
Check.
just the first volume.
Let me just check it. So did you finish the manga already?
No, that's just I think that until like volume two, in like
Maximum
the
right.
actual novel, just volume one. I think I still have the books up to like
Like
the third.
physical?
Yeah, the physical books. If I remember correctly, the book covers are just silhouettes of
Yeah, yeah, just
each
silhouette.
character.
Maximum right.
It's like
Okay.
the Angel Experiment, Maximum Ride, and all right, let me just Google it.
I'm trying to look for the manga. The animated, illustrated version. I don't think the manga is on, at least not in
It's
my
not
end.
on Libby.
Let me check other libraries.
Let me, let me see. Maximum Ride. Let's check at Broward.
Yeah, the graphic novel is not on all four libraries that I have.
Yeah,
I've
mostly the
gotten
novel.
into I've gotten into annotating lately, and I'm annotating three sisters. It's making Oh, that's nice. It's
Um,
nice that annotating is working for you. What kind of annotating are you doing? Are you just tapping it? Are you also writing or um, highlighting? I always imagine myself to be a highlighting pages kind of girl, but I never highlight.
can can't bring yourself to do it.
I still can't bring myself to do it. The most that I do is just to tab it on the same
Mhm.
line where like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
actually when I read the Decada 70, I actually underlined with pen. I don't know why it was okay for me to do it in that book. But I think I was just full of like feelings from reading the book. I had to
Mhm.
underline. But for the other books, I don't know. I don't know why I can't really bring myself to do
Have
anything.
you thought maybe just a pencil?
Actually,
Because like at
I was
least
actually
there's a
thinking of
less
like
process.
levels, like level one tabbing, level two pencil. But I don't. I think I always tell myself I don't have a pencil. Like I have so many pens, but I don't have a pencil. So I think I always forget to get a pencil.
Oh
I'm
wow,
going all
the
out
bullshit.
tapping and high.
That's the bullshit.
Yes, you go, girl. I want to be that kind of person, but not yet. Maybe there. I have a book that I have two copies of, so maybe I'll try it on
Mhm.
that book. Maybe
I feel like I
I don't
know
know.
what
You
this
know
book.
the book, but I don't know if that book is like a well, maybe because a lot of people say that it's well,
Maybe
if
if
I
you turn
look
it
at
into a video
I
challenge, it'd be more.
Yeah, this
invest.
is the book that I'm talking about. So I have two copies of this. And so I feel like maybe I would be okay to tab or like fully trying out annotation because I feel like I need to just try it and see how I feel about it.
Mhm.
So maybe I don't know because I know you really like go all out as well, right? If you decide to annotate or not
No,
anymore.
um, I don't see myself writing on my books unless
Mm.
it's a nonfiction book,
Yeah.
but not memoirs. So like, there's different levels to it. Like for example, if it's a nonfiction book, that's more of like an academic read more than
Mm. Actually,
um
yeah.
a pleasure read or whatever. So
When I was in university, I always like there were a lot of like obviously a lot of readings and stuff. I would
mm,
always annotate, even though there wasn't really any need for me. Like it's not something that I would have to study for something. It's just
mm.
part of like a reference to understand something else. I would always annotate. Like I had heavily annotated books. I don't know. I can't. Maybe I think I feel like at the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about the resale value of the books.
Ah,
I feel like unless I'm 100% sure that I'm never gonna sell the book, I feel like that's what's holding me back from like making permanent annotations to it. So maybe the most that I would do is pencil. Actually, I'm planning to reread Jade City at some point. I feel like I might.
no, you're gonna annotate.
I feel like I might because I don't see myself selling those books. Like I feel like
Ah, makes
even
sense.
if they came out with like special editions or whatever, like
Mm.
anniversary editions, I don't think I would sell the like the first. I think it's first edition. I think I don't know, just the regular hardcover that they have. I don't think I would ever sell it. So I feel like maybe that's the perfect book to annotate. And
Yeah, either you have
it
an
also
extra copy or you're
yeah,
not gonna
it
really
lends
sell.
itself well to annotations because there's a lot of like things going on in the book. So I don't know, maybe. I know some people get clear post-it notes. I think you have
Yes,
that, right? Clear post-it
yes, I
notes. Yeah.
do. It's just tricky because you have to find the right pen for it.
And yeah.
Since you're like gonna continue reading after you write on a post-it, it's just gonna take you like 2 minutes tops, and the ink, some of the ink doesn't dry up enough that
Yeah.
when you go to the next page, it's gonna just go to the
Smudge.
yeah, it's gonna smudge on the page. So I think they recommend it has to be like a ballpoint pen.
Yeah, I think I have that, but I was using it for something else, like for
Mhm.
journaling, and you had to use like the old school ballpoint pen
Yeah,
to write in it, like gel, any of that.
yeah,
It's gonna smudge. It's not gonna dry at all.
but it's super
Sad, but
helpful. Like if when the ink dries
isn't
up.
there like a when they have like a parchment sticky note, like semi-translucent, but it takes ink well.
I wait, is it this one? I have it here because like so this is the one that I bought before. So it is a bit translucent. So like
Mm.
so
Oh, that's
if you stick it on
a book.
something, let's say a book. It's like that.
Ah,
You
okay.
can write
I
on it. So it's
saw.
matte. It's matte.
It's not okay. I saw someone. I think it was. I actually forgot. They had
But the
this
whole
like
thing is sticky. This is
sticky.
sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this thing where they have the highlighter tapes, where it's like a very thin. It's like a
Ooh.
It's like tabs, but it's like it's like a scotch tape. It's rolled into something, and then you can
Okay.
highlight using the thing, cut it. So it's a
Oh
lot
my.
more work, obviously, than actually
Yeah,
highlighting.
but you
But
can
it,
highlight which
yeah,
lines
yeah. But
exactly
it sort of mimics that. So I think, but I feel like damn, I would have to use a
where
lot of that. It's probably somewhere online, but I've seen
Shopee.
those at some. I think maybe I search for like how like annotating tools and whatnot. Yeah, maybe I saw it on TikTok. I don't know, but I've been seeing those before. They even have it, and instead of having it in rolls, you can have it like a sticky tab where it's just pre-cut, maybe like 8-inch strips of very thin tabs. Like it's
I
the same
don't.
material as tabs, and you can
I
use that
only have like
as
this ones.
yeah, kind of
Like
like
the
that, but
default. Yeah,
thinner
yeah.
and longer.
This
It's
one is just
longer. So
like
like instead of
one
instead
and a
of
half
just that
inch.
way, yeah, maybe it goes the longer way. And you can highlight like an entire line in a normal size book with one strip. So I'm like, that's interesting. But it's just such a hassle. We have to like cut.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe if you
But
had like a dispenser.
if it, unless like the thing already cuts like when you get to like the desired length.
Yeah, maybe it does. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Maybe I'll try it next time. Just all to avoid underlining and actually making marks on my books. Okay, I am gonna set up for the next print. 30 minutes
Yes.
again. Are you guys ready to read?
Mm-hmm. Ready? I hope my internet doesn't fail me again.
Okay, reading.
Ready?
Hello.
Hi.
How was it? Where were you? Where are you now in your book?
I got to chapter 9. So I just
Mm.
finished chapter 8. The chapters are getting longer because like I was focused on the book, but I was like, huh, I only finished 2 chapters
Yeah.
since I ended in chapter 6. How about
Actually,
you?
same with me. I noticed that there aren't really any chapters. There are only 4 parts. So it's kind of
Ooh.
like just 4 long chapters, like around 30, 40 pages per chapter so far. I just made it to part 2, which is 39% of the book. And then so far it's very interesting, though it's kind of giving me, what's that movie with the dragons? How to
How to
train.
Train Your
Yeah, it's
Dragon?
kind of giving me that vibe because the concept of the book is that you have to train this very large birds. And then there's like an owner of the bird or like a handler, and then they hunt for the king and whatever. That's the reason that they exist. It's kind of giving me How to Train a Dragons, where you have to, like, the first part was just like bonding with the bird and letting it know you and training
Mm-hmm.
it, blah blah blah. So it's, yeah. So I was thinking of How to Train a Dragons the entire time. So far, it's pretty good. Like, it has a signature fondly style where,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I said earlier, you really just have to trust the process,
Plunge,
and that
yeah.
whatever questions you have, it will be answered like in the next few pages. Yeah, so far it's pretty good. Um, Carly got to page 42, taking a break and watching a video on YouTube. Might watch a video. Okay, that's nice. I think actually I feel like I'm not used to reading for 30 minutes straight right now because I haven't read. And also, I kept getting distracted by my phone.
Mm.
But yeah, but I still made it to 38%.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I feel like you'll be able to finish it this weekend.
Yeah, I
At
think
least.
so because it's short. So
Yeah.
I think actually the Hunger Games, when we read it last week, I think I could have finished it if I kept reading
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't want to finish it that week because we I want it to be fresh when we do our live stream on week 4. Yeah, so but I think I can finish this. So maybe this month I'll only read like 4 books, one for every sprint.
Huh. Made me wonder. Okay, I think I've only read one full length novel this month so
This
far.
one.
Yeah.
How was your April? Was it a good month for you?
April, I think I only read. Hold on. Let me check Notion. I think I only read 3 or. Yeah, around 3. Just 3.
I feel like April was so long reading wise for me.
One
Maybe
of
it's
those
because
was like manga
I was
volumes.
doing I was I was doing like a readathon, so it felt like it was a very
Mm,
long month.
yeah, yeah.
And then I also had this like vacation in the middle of it. So I felt like before vacation and the vacation and then after vacation, they were all in April, but I felt like there were 3 different months. Ay.
But May has been fast so far. Like it's already
Yeah,
13.
it is so fast. Like, I was actually surprised that we're almost half of the month already. So yeah, it's fine. I checked. I was kind of like not really disappointed, but I was surprised because I checked my story graph just now, because I was updating the percentages for this book,
Hmm.
and I saw that I haven't finished any book for May. I haven't finished anything yet.
I mean, you're
And
currently
then
reading Hunger Games. You could have finished it.
yeah, well, I have a lot of like in progress. So maybe like next week I'll finish a lot. But I haven't finished anything yet. If I compare it to like February, by this point I have like what, 8 books already. Like what happened? Like who was I in February?
Live.
Yeah, life happened. It's fine. Actually, I haven't been watching BookTube because I also felt guilty because I haven't been editing.
Same. I haven't been filming. It's like not even in my mind. It's like I'd be reminded that I have a YouTube channel when we're about to have like
To do the
sprints.
spreads. I have I think I have like 4 videos filmed. I just haven't edited them. But I have like 4. So I'm like
Please.
that's why I felt guilty because I'm like it's there. You just need to
Yeah, yeah,
edit
yeah.
it. So like I wasn't watching BookTube at all. I ended up watching like I watched a lot of day, you know how when you watch day in the life videos you feel productive but not really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like even
Yeah,
like
that was
Harry.
me the entire week. Yeah, like I've been watching day in the life videos of this profession, of that profession, like living vicariously through them.
I want to do that, but I'm too lazy. Or like, I think I'm making excuses by saying that since I haven't bought a
The
camera yet.
camera.
Yeah, like, of course, it's an
Oh, so
excuse.
you also wanted to do like day in the life kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a work with me kind of
Yeah,
like.
actually, I tried doing that a bit with TikTok. Like I actually uploaded
Mm,
like maybe 3 videos, like short form videos on TikTok. Just a random
mm,
work day in a life with me. I mean, I have it all hidden now, but I'm planning on doing that because since I'm gonna be doing something different next month,
mm.
I'm planning on trying to do that. I felt
Journaling
like
with video.
yeah, but with video, because whenever I watch people do it, I feel like oh, it would be so nice, like rewatching what I did
Mm,
like a year ago and whatever. So really, super like mad props to people who can keep up with like weekly vlogging. And
mm.
before, when like daily vlogging was like the popular thing, I'm like,
Uh,
how do people do it?
Unless they have editors, you know.
Yeah, well, but then I know that some of them, when they started, they didn't have anyone. It was just them. And I'm like, I would be so stressed. Yeah.
You'd
Push ko
never
na
find
yan.
that
Yeah,
unless like
work with me. I think work week in a life with me.
yeah. At least like if it's a work with me video, it's like okay, the camera is just there, just
Just
work.
there, yeah. I think some people even do like work with me streams, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
just
yeah. Actually, like
working.
okay then yeah.
Yeah. But then you'd have to have like a good setup to like stream. Like decent setup, I guess.
And it's like a non-stop. I know. It's a
Yeah, like a
non-stop.
long stream. Yeah, 'cause I think I see people like when they're coding, doing coding or like design streams. It's pretty interesting.
Because like there's added pressure to like keep on doing like work
Yeah, being accountable, yeah.
active
Because everyone
in
can see you.
unless you're just like typing like
Like,
but you're just doing that.
and then you have your headphones but you're watching YouTube, fake typing.
Or like you have your phone to screen
Yeah.
tas parang mukha nagta-type pero you're just scrolling.
I saw this thing on TikTok. I've been like in a TikTok hole the past 2 weeks. But I saw
Mm.
this thing where apparently there's like a fake Windows update
Yeah,
screensaver.
yeah. Kapag aalis ka na sa
Oh,
work,
when
like
you're about to
hour.
leave, like maybe have like
Yeah, yeah,
last
yeah,
30
yeah.
minutes, you don't want to work anymore, just put up the
Mm.
fake
Yeah, yeah.
Windows update. Like,
Can't
wow,
relate
sure.
because we're using Mac.
Cause yeah, the fake like Apple logo update thing.
The
I
thing
was
is,
laughing.
Apple updates are quick, so
Yeah, so I can really make that excuse. The things people
Yeah, I
come
saw
up
that.
with.
The blue like
Yeah, the
page.
Windows update.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love watching Day Weekend Life videos and work with me videos.
Mm,
I love watching them too. Like I watch them more than I watch any other type of content, and then
mhm.
even more than like I don't watch a lot of TV shows recently, like on Netflix and stuff, but I watch like day in the life videos, week in the life videos every single day, I think. Even on TikTok, that's what I watch. I
Uh,
don't know, it's just there's just something about it that's interesting. Especially if they have like either a job that I'm also doing or like a very completely different thing.
two
Like
completely different.
I had a phase before where I was just watching baristas or like
Ah,
milk
cafe vlogs.
tea.
Cafe
Yeah,
vlogs.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like milk tea shop owners,
Mm, yeah, yeah,
especially
yeah.
when like I think it was pretty popular in Korea for a while, and they had a
Yep.
lot of like super different looking
Famous.
drinks.
Yeah.
So it was super interesting to watch. So I had a phase with that,
And they're
and
like
then
40-minute to 1 hour long.
yeah, then you're just doing the
Yep.
same thing. But I don't know, it was just so interesting.
I
And then
um I also follow like a Korean
cafe
store
owner.
owner. It's like she owns like a nail salon. So
Mm,
it
then
just
you're
work
watching.
with me, yeah, daily
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's actually
work with
interesting too.
yeah.
I think there was also a time when before I used to make stickers and sell them at conventions. So I would watch like work with me videos where they were preparing
Packaging.
for
Yeah, yeah,
conventions, packaging stuff. Like I did that actually for a while in my other channel where I did like pack with me, pack orders with me video. That was super interesting. I love restocking. Yes,
yeah.
restocking videos. I love that too. Small
Oh my god,
business,
that's
pantry
all
restock.
over. That's all over TikTok,
Yeah,
especially
like
the
the
pantry
sound or
one.
the
Yeah, yeah.
yeah
Clack, 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 clack.
uh, or like shh, shh. I don't know. I just find it super
At the same time,
interesting.
it stresses me out as well, though. Like, from
Why do you feel like
I,
you need to
yeah,
go to the grocery?
it's more of like the consumerism side of it.
Mm,
Like,
yeah,
I don't think you need to like
buy
restock
that.
those like weekly. Like, there are some
Yeah,
items that aren't, you
yeah.
don't restock every week at least.
When
So,
I was
for example, if
living
it's a
in
makeup
yeah
restock,
yeah
like,
makeup restock,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
I
Like
barely
makeup.
finish.
What do you call this? Organizing. So like
Mm,
reorganizing makeup
yeah,
stuff, unless they're a
I
makeup artist, so it's a different.
yeah. I don't like. I see some people like they depot their makeup stuff, move it to like different, but they're like, how? Why? It's not for me. Like I barely even finish my makeup, so just leave it in the
Usually,
magazine.
some that do that, if it's like a ruined,
Ah, yeah,
so
like
like
a
they add
shattered
alcohol,
and
so
stuff.
it's gonna be whole again.
Yeah, I think
Ironically, though, during work, what keeps me like going is
motivated
like
to work.
watching horror gameplays. So
Oh,
like, okay, they would just
it's sitting
scream in
around.
the background.
Mental shift that someone else is having a much worse day than I am.
So yeah, I
At
do
least
that
I'm not in a
during
haunted house,
daytime.
kind of.
Like not a work with me video, I would watch
Mm.
horror gameplays.
I think with work with me videos, I can't watch it while I'm actually working because I would like just watch. Like I wouldn't work anymore. I would be watching because I would be super interested in what they're doing. So I would stop working. The only thing that I usually listen. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not the type of person to listen or watch something
While
while
working.
working, unless it's like just the typical, like this one, like the ASMR rooms kind of
Eh,
thing. Because I would get distracted. Like I would, when I listen to audiobook, I would just sit and listen. Like I
uh,
wouldn't do anything while listening. Like I used to watch a lot of like bands, like their live performances while
Mm.
working, but then I would start singing and then I wouldn't work anymore. And I'm just not very good at like multimedia things.
Multitasking.
Yeah. Like I'm good with multitasking in general, but when it comes to like watching something or listening to something and then doing something else, like I can't
Mm.
do it. My partner, whenever he washes dishes, he always has to watch something or listen to something. I can't do that. Like I don't know why. It's just not the way my brain is wired, I guess. Oh my god, organizing and declutter videos. Declutter videos, it's not I am not super interested in that, but reorganizing, I would watch those for hours too.
Have you seen those who like would 3D print like actual
Yeah, the
organizers for
exact.
like
Yeah, but
desk?
my
Yeah, yeah.
problem with that always is what if you wanted to change what you're
Yeah,
putting
and
in
if
the
you buy more
drawer?
products,
Yeah, or if you buy a different like same type of product but it comes in a different shape.
different shape. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like and also 3D printing is expensive. It can be
Yep.
expensive. I tried it before because when I was doing the sticker business before, there's this co-working space where they had
Mm.
like a 3D printer that you could try, but you have to like purchase the material for it. It can get expensive and it also takes a lot of time
Yep.
to print something. So
Especially
I
if it's
don't
a book
know.
one.
Yeah, so it's definitely something that would get viral because it's just satisfying to
Yeah.
watch.
Like
But I don't think it's
the
like
times it's
super.
lot on like
Yeah, like I don't think it's super practical, like to make
it's
it
not.
exactly the shape of the thing. But
Mm.
obviously, if you're 3D printing like regular shape stuff, then it's fine. I think it's fun to watch.
True.
So I'm gonna set up for reading spread number three.
Yes, so we can read more.
Yes. Okay, reading spread number three. Start. Happy reading. Hi. How was your reading?
I got to a really interesting part. So I was in chapter 11, and the ladies are like introducing their ideas. So they're
Mm.
basically pitching book
Your book
ideas,
ideas? Okay.
right? And everyone's listening in, whatever. So this for this retreat, they have to write a full length novel, and they
Mm.
have to like submit like a 3,000 word draft every single
Oh,
day.
wait.
Gonna be like assessed by everyone.
Yeah.
So it's getting pretty interesting.
So you get to know the books that they're planning to
Yes.
write.
Yes.
Oh. But then it's also one POV, right? One
Yeah, it's a
person
POV
POV.
of just one aspiring author. Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
interesting. It's like
So there's no thriller part yet.
yet, but because it's like um the estate has a history, has a dark history,
Okay, okay.
so a cultish history to the estate. So there's that factor, but nobody has died yet. So it's actually making me think like, okay, since we're in one perspective, am I reading a book?
A book,
Like
yeah,
maybe
actually.
it's like one
Or
of
is
the
it
books that's written, and this is it. This is what I'm reading. So, or maybe I'm just over.
overthinking?
How about
I made it to 64%, which was actually a
you?
lot farther than I thought. I felt like the latter part was a lot more fast moving,
That's,
but I'm kind of nervous because I'm at part 3, which is the second to the last part because there's only 4 parts. It's 64%, and it's, if you think about it in a full length novel kind of pacing, it's only up to the point where the protagonist has sort of established his skill, that he's good at something, he's known for something, but then he's still living his daily life. Like nothing has happened. There's no plot per se. It's more of like slice of life. This is what they're doing to train the birds, blah blah blah.
like,
This is the reason why they do this, blah blah blah. But there's no like overarching plot happening.
okay.
So
Like it's
I'm
not
like kind of nervous,
moving,
like
but it's not.
yeah, but there are some words where because there are friends here. There are three of them. They're all friends. They're all trainers of the birds. And then the narrator, which is this is a single person POV. So the narrator keeps saying that those were the good times. I wish I could go back to that time, to this time. So I'm like, what happened? This was obviously something happened. But then I'm 64% and it seems like nothing is happening. So I'm like nervous. Is this gonna be like,
I'm gonna slap
is
you.
there, yeah, is it gonna slap me? Is this gonna be a cliffhanger? Apparently, it's like a prologue prequel novella to a series. I don't know. Because I feel like
I'm
I'm
checking
getting
if it's like a series.
I don't know, just, I didn't
It's
check.
not.
It's
It's
not,
not.
right? It's
It's
not?
number
Okay.
one.
Well, I don't know if it's just not announced. If it's like a preview of a new series, like maybe in the same world but different characters. I don't know because I feel like where are we going with this book? Like, I don't know where we're going. I'm 64% in and I'm very worried.
But are
Like there's
you
no,
enjoying it?
yeah, I'm liking it so far. I'm just a little bit worried because there's no indication other than that part where she
Yeah.
keeps saying that um this were the good times, blah blah blah. I wish it stayed this way. Other than that, there's no like inkling, like there's no hints of what's going to happen. Because the main, like in the blurb of the book, the whole thing is that this person is training to be this bird hunter thing because she wants to kill a specific species that those birds hunt. 'Cause those species, they're like they eat humans, so they ate her family. So that's why she wanted to train so that she can kill
Can
the
eradicate.
species.
Yeah,
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 that
yeah.
yeah. But she was talking at the back of the book. She was talking about, a specific, like the specific monster, like not just their species, but the specific monster that killed her family. But I mean, in the first few like pages, they killed that monster. So I'm like, so what's happening now? I don't know. And then there's this mention of where the monster came from, blah blah blah. That it came from the deceiver. They call them the deceiver. I don't know if that's like a person. Is that like a demon, like
A
a
place.
concept of like a Satan? Because I don't know if the monsters are man-made or are they innate. Like I don't know what's going on. That is my conclusion. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where it's going. But it's interesting. The world is interesting. The
Yeah, you're
characters seem
gonna keep
interesting.
reading anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is gonna slap me later on or what. I feel like it will because that's signature fondly
Mhm.
style. So I feel like
But the
it
thing is, it's
will.
supposed to be a standalone. So
Yes, I don't know. I feel like if this is like a tragic ending, I don't know how I would feel about it. If it's like,
depends on how it will be written, though.
yeah, because I know that in Jade City, it's kind of like a tragedy, right? The series itself, but then you
Yeah.
you have such a long time with the characters that you kind of see things coming. You kind of know at the back of your mind that things are gonna happen,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but you get to have experiences with with the characters. But this one is like it's so short, and like if I don't know, I feel like she's just gonna kill everyone, like pull a Grey's Anatomy and just kill everyone. I don't know. I don't know where it's going.
Only one way to find out.
Ay, ay.
I feel like
But
you'll be able to finish it tonight. Like
yeah, I
much
think
more
so
the
too. Like
first,
I was surprised when I checked the percentage that I was already 64%.
and
So
probably would include like acknowledgements pa. So like
yeah, so
roughly
probably less.
98%, 97.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I will find out later. I hope everyone's reading is okay. I'm
How
not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if Carly read or if she watched. She took a break from reading.
28%. It's not bad.
How long is that book? Like
Um,
300 something? Let's see. What's the title again? The
11
writing.
hours for the
Ah, audiobook. Yeah.
so roughly 320
Pages.
on 10
Yeah.
pages.
Yeah, the typical length for
Yeah.
fiction.
It says 5 hours.
Ah, I just saw the cover in full. Like, I know I put the covers in the
With snow.
graphic, but I
Mm.
just saw it like large size now, and it has like a flip of a book
Yeah, yeah,
at the
yeah.
corner. Ah, that's kind of cute. That's a cute design. Because I thought it was a new feature in Storygraph where they have like a peek of the book. I'm like,
No,
that's
it's an
actually the
actual book.
design. I'm trying to see if the words at the corner makes any sense. The door with the eyes rolled. Oh, okay. Do you want to go into the next sprint and
Yes. So
finish
you
things
finished
up?
it.
So I'm gonna set up for the next sprint, the final reading sprint. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good reading. Bye.
Go. Hello.
Hello. I finished the book.
As in
I
just now or
just like literally like I read the last line and then the alarm went off.
so without spoilers, how was it?
Like it is as I expected that it would slap you in the face. Like it was so fast. Like I was reading something. I knew that there was this event that was happening that might be something big, and something did happen there. Like it is that a spoiler? Something happened for like maybe like 6 pages or something. And then we have the portion after that where they're trying to recover from the thing that happened. And then something happened again, and then it
Okay.
ends.
So it
So it's
ended
kind
with like
of
what do you call this? A memory or like a recollection of what happened?
it ended on like you find out what she was talking about, like she was wishing for things to go back to the way they were. You find
Mm.
out what's happening now, why she was thinking that way, and then it ends. Like
So, but the
it's
big question
I guess
is,
it's kind of tragic in a way, but also at the same time it's fitting. So it feels like it that's how it was meant to be. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I wanted more because
uh,
the world and the characters are kind of well built. Like they're very
mm,
like they didn't feel like random characters just fulfilling a role in a short like novella. It felt like it could have been like a novel. Like I was not ready for it to end.
oh no. So is that the only thing that's like that you didn't like?
Yeah, I think so. Because even the parts where like I said earlier, the thing that happens, like the I guess the
Mm,
tragedy that happened, it happened so fast. Like it happened in like less than 10 pages, maybe even
okay.
5 pages. But it didn't feel like a rush. Like maybe because of the nature of the whole thing, where like similar to How to Train Your Dragons, you have humans controlling dragons,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
like they're animals, like they are unpredictable, they're caught from the wild, blah blah blah. So you kind of know that there was something along those lines that was going to happen, like the unpredictability of them as creatures. So it's not like super surprising when something happened. But at the same time, maybe because I wanted to like have more of the emotions of the characters dealing with that thing that happened, but then it suddenly just ended with another sort of tragedy to just cap it all off. Like mini tragedy to cap it all off. So I think I wanted it to be longer. I felt like it had the legs to be like a full
Full
length
length
novel.
novel. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a good story, but I just wanted more. So probably that's probably not a bad thing. I don't know. Like it's not that it's incomplete or anything. I am reading Unfettered Sky by Fonda Lee. So this one, Unfettered Sky. So it's a new book that just launched this year. I think like last month, I think, or 2 months ago. It's a novella, so fantasy novella standalone. How about you? How was your book?
I got to like 36%.
Mhm.
So that's like 4 hours worth of audiobook. Um it's good so far. Like the writing is good. The audiobook is also not off-putting.
Mhm.
Um it's gonna make me want to actually read more even after a sprint
Mm.
if I'm not tempted to play the Switch.
Play the Switch. That's a first. I feel like every time we finish the sprints, we're kind of done with reading.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's very intriguing. It's very intriguing because like up to now, that I'm 36% through. Um, Someone hasn't died yet, so like the building of the setting, like how I'm untrusting of the characters and how these characters are like untrusting of each of them.
Each other,
Like
yeah.
there's this, like just general unease with like
Yeah.
reading it because like the author, as in like the one who wrote this, isn't um throwing it at your face now. This house has like a haunted
Mm.
vibe to it, whatever, but it would come up. But if you're planning to read this, not gonna do any spoilery stuff.
Spoilery. But do you feel like the POV is trustworthy or it feels unreliable? You're still,
I feel like with the way that this book is going, it might go the unre-
route.
unreliable route. Like right now, I could trust her because like I'm in her head basically,
Yeah,
but something might happen that could trigger unreliability.
yeah.
So
I'm like very curious about the concept that they all have different books.
yeah,
So there's
story.
always that doubt that what they're saying, is it for a book? Is it what actually happened or what?
Is it
I
like
kind of like,
personal? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I like it when books are, when you have like unreliable
Yeah, unreliable
narrators,
narrators. And in this case, there are unreliable authors.
authors. Yeah.
Because, like, each character hasn't been explored yet.
Hmm.
So, like, more of just basic characterization, like, oh, this is a chirpy
Yeah, yeah,
character, and this is like a bitchy character. So, not much has been dived into. Like, I guess that's what makes it hard if it's just one POV for a thriller.
yeah. You don't get as
But
much exposure to the
yeah,
other characters.
but so far it's really good. So far, I haven't watched any reviews or read
Reviews, yeah.
reviews of this yet, so I guess it's also adding to the experience. But I will definitely after, like how I do with every thriller that I might super love or super hate. So no in between.
I had food and watched some of my show. What? Yeah, sounds interesting. Yes, it is interesting. I think it's worth a read. Yeah, even though
Mm,
it it kind of leaves you hanging. Not like cliffhanger in the sense of what happens next, but more of like you
I
want
wanted
more of it.
more. Yeah,
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 I
yeah.
wanted more of it.
Now that I
For
found
me,
out that it's short, I might pick
go
it
read it.
this
Yes. Like I
year.
finished it in
This year.
one sprint session this year. Not even this month, this year.
This year. Let me check it on maybe like
Maybe it's available. It's short.
oh my god. Like there's thunder outside. On the
Has it been
third
raining in
not
your
yet.
area?
And
It's been like on and off raining here.
ooh. No audiobook, but just a book.
Uh,
Okay. Doesn't
Can you still review books after, like even after it publishes in
yeah,
NetGalley?
yeah.
Okay.
Girl, I
For
have
my
like
for my
years
for
worth
my
of
ratio,
yep.
actually, I only
But you also
borrowed
have the
two. Like
choice to like
I only
not
got
review it.
okay. I only got
But it
two
tampers with
books
your
from it,
ratio, yeah. If you
but
don't
it
review
doesn't have
it.
like a deadline. Not really.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
What does have a deadline is you actually like getting a copy of the book. So
Ah,
it's
like
only limited
downloading
to like
the
yeah.
copy. Okay, fine. I downloaded it as soon as I got approved for it. But I have another book that I got. Maybe I should just do that. I don't know.
Ooh, 30 people waiting in total. So that I
For
think that
Untethered Sky, I think in Broward is like more than 10 weeks.
Ah, adding another book on my Libby PBR.
But it's a
I
thick
see
one,
that
so
all like Jade. Wait, what? What's the name of the series? Greenbone Saga.
Green Bone Saga.
All the audiobook is available.
Oh, is it time for a
Except for Jade
re-listen?
War. Except for Jade War. Like all no. Okay, only Jade Legacy is available to borrow as in
Okay.
literally right now.
I wanna reread Jade City. Like
This
I,
year.
and whenever, yeah, this year, whenever I pick a new book, I always like, what if I reread it now? But I also like, I try to stop myself because I also wanna continue Miss Bourne, the
Ah,
the Miss Bourne trilogy, because I also really like the first book for that. But I keep hovering over Jade City. Especially because I keep seeing some of our friends reading it. Like when Kat read it, I really wanted to read
tempted.
it there.
Okay.
I was super tempted to read it.
Why not? But
Yeah.
the thing is, you said you're not entirely in a reading mood, so
Yeah, not
why
right now.
not?
Like, I think I'm gonna go for a romance next. A romance
Mm,
or thriller. Because I think those are two genres to read when you're
easy,
not
yeah.
yeah,
Easy
when you're
read.
not really in the mood. Like with romance you can laugh at it if it's bad. Or you can like and I read it pretty quickly. Like I usually read romance in like one or two sittings. With horror, there's always that fast-paced excitement. So I might do that. I have Local Woman Missing borrowed, so I might read that. Because Kat
Ooh,
said it was
may
pretty good.
Kubika?
So
Kubika,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Kat said it was good in her video.
Mhm.
So maybe I will read that. Yeah, and I think we can end the
Unless you
sprint
also read the
here.
writing. Ooh,
Maybe it's interesting. Maybe I'll read it at some
it's
point.
quick. It's
But
quick
I
so far. Like it.
but I try to not add stuff to my Libby because I have so many.
Yep,
How many?
backlogs.
I have
I see
eight
you.
eight that I've borrowed, 32 on hold. So I'm like,
Why do you borrow them all at the same time? Like
well, some of this, like two of this, are books that have like 52 copies in the library. So I just keep renewing them. So
ah.
just so I can free up hold
Okay,
space.
okay, 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 okay.
I don't know why I just like return them and then borrow them later, but I just keep renewing it. I think I've renewed it like 7 times already. And then for the other books, I think I borrowed them because of the readathon.
Mm.
So I have them like I wasn't sure which book was gonna arrive in time, so I borrowed a lot. I
Ah,
got a lot of books
okay,
and then
okay,
they
okay.
all came and then I borrowed them to read for the readathon and then I didn't get to them and now I have 8 books. Well, some of them are like manga that I've actually read
Ah,
this. I can return this. I can return
return early.
return early. It feels good when you return something
Yep.
early.
And then you would just browse again once you've returned.
Yeah. And then I have City of Ashes that I have borrowed like
Why
5 times because I wanted to read the series, right? But I don't know. I tried actually reading this so many times. I think I got to one chapter, then I got distracted, so I switched to a different book. And
Mm.
I've borrowed this 4 times already. Like I've renewed it 4 times. I don't know why. I can't just get
Wait,
into it.
where do you see how many times you've borrowed it?
When you go to the what is
Is
it
it
called? Parang
the
activity?
is
Activity
it
ba
the
yun? Or
fourth?
parang reading
Yeah, yeah,
journey. Yeah, and then it will tell you that you have like you will see when you borrowed it, when you returned it, and then you just count it. Yeah.
yeah. Wait, I'm trying to. Wait. Is it the the one liner update? Like,
No, I count it on the timeline, like how many times I borrowed it from the timeline. Because the update at the
isn't the
top just
timeline like huge? Like, if you're gonna go per month.
if I check my timeline now, reading journey, it's kind of like because I don't open it, I basically just borrow it and then it automatically returns and then I borrow it again. It just says February borrowed and then returned.
Wait, why
March
is yours
borrowed.
different?
This
Like
one. Is this? Oh my gosh. Wait lang. Yes, Beauty Guru. How?
yours is different. Cause like
I don't know.
mine
Like
shows
what?
this.
Ah, no, no, no. I go to. This is the reading journey. Wait, let me. I will show you this. Hold on. Can. Okay, okay, okay. So when you go to the book, like the
Yeah,
book
yeah.
page, you can
Ah,
click on, when you scroll down, there's something called reading journey here.
okay, 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 okay,
Yeah, then when you
okay.
click that, it
Okay.
tells you your history with the book. Yeah, so I just
Borrowed
check.
for oh, yeah, yeah.
January, borrowed, returned. February, borrowed, returned. March, borrowed,
Let me
returned.
check that with like how many
Oh, God. I
with
don't know.
let's see.
And then I also have a lot of Kindle Unlimited fantasy romance. Like, I have one that's like kind of about werewolves and it's kind of like furry.
Huh?
I have it on my Kindle Unlimited. Haven't read it.
My reading progress. Okay, okay, okay. Timeline for this title, as in like if
Yeah, for
I
that
go
title.
down
Mm.
by. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, reading journey.
Okay,
And
that
timeline
is
for this title.
embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I have 37 on hold, but only one loan. So,
Yeah, so I think it's also because I have a lot of currently reading. Like I have Bretman Rock's
mm,
memoir. I'm almost done. I'm like 69%. Very apt. I'm like 69% into that. Almost done. And then I
but it's not
have,
something that you're gonna want to pick up right after this.
I don't know, maybe is there something that I need to do? Because the reason why I made it so far in this book, because I listened to it while I was in a bus from La Union to Metro Manila. So that was like from Baguio to Metro Manila, and it was a regular bus. So it was like 5 hours long. That's why I was able to like make a dent in this book in one day, but then I haven't picked it up since. Anyway, I just wanted to remind everyone that we are actually doing a Hunger Games read along this month. It's very low key, very chill. Last week we read it during our sprints, the book itself, and then on the last week of the month we're gonna do the movie watching and the live show. So for the movie watching, we're gonna do that in the Discord server, which I will have linked in this description. I will edit the description and link it there. So you can join us if you wanna watch the movie with us. We don't have a schedule for it yet, but it's gonna be on the week of May 29th, that week.
Is that the
So
last?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you want to do it on the last full week of May or not really?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna do that, and then we have like a every other month schedule. So it's really very chill if you want to read the horror games. This is my first time reading, and I'm enjoying it so far. And Pam has read it like 5 million times, and she loves it. So that's a very good sign for me. So yeah, if you want to join us, I will have the link in the description box after I edit the video. And then next week, or for our next reading sprint, it's gonna be on Pam Shenanigans channel. So over here, I have her channel linked in the description as well. So the next time it's gonna be around this time usually. So just wait for our announcement on Instagram because it's very spontaneous sometimes.
Sporadic, yeah.
Yeah, very sporadic and spontaneous. But yeah, hopefully you can join us next time. Thank you for joining us tonight or today, whatever time it is for you. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good rest of their weekend and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.